Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Crisp Purpose, back at it again with another Gems of War Explore 10 team. Okay, so this is a pretty cool team that you can actually use for getting trophies at Explore 10 and getting a few tokens as well. So let's go over this team real fast. So up front on the team right here, I'm using Flammifer. For the hero, it will create 10 red gems, and then it deals 46 damage to an enemy boosted by red gems. Now, let me back out of this real quick and let me change those medals. So I'm going to be using my Nishas and the Anu. So let's go over it again. So Flammifer, of course, dealing, of course, change now 54 damage to an enemy boosted by red gems, right? Creating 10 red gems. Now for the weapon upgrades here, this is a very good weapon, particularly for the last two upgrades on the weapon, Volcanic and Radiant. So without actually matching gems, just in the weapon upgrades here, if you have red allies, I should say, on your team, this will give 3 mana, 2 from Volcanic and an additional 1 from Radiant, right? 3 mana to those red allies. Along with that, it has Striking and, of course, Flaming in its upgrades. Flaming is good if you're using it on a triple damage burning setup, particularly with Zul'Gott and any other setup that you might have. Of course, I have 2 of these troops. So we've been getting a lot of these duplicate troops, so I decided why not make use of them, right? I have 2 of these, let's put them on a team. So Rubirath right here, we all know this troop from previous videos. It has Ruby Beam. It deals 72 damage to all enemies boosted by red gems, then it converts 5 red gems to red giant gems. There's a 10% chance of an extra turn boosted by red gems. No, we all know the talents for this troop. The traits, it actually has Song of Fire, Summon a Firestorm, which is a red storm at the start of battle, Gem Scales, reduce damage from skulls by 55%, and Ruby Aura. It will give 2 magic to all red allies when matching red gems. Now, that's going to be pretty good with our Flammifer here. Of course, I'm blocking, I should say, the Rubirath on 2 colors, but it doesn't matter because, of course, I'm using that 20% start. I'm going to be putting a lot of red gems on the board. Now for the class here, because I am using the Geomancer hero class, I'm leveling it. So I decided to put it on this team. It's particularly good with this. For one, it has a high level of skull damage reduction, which is a stone skin, and of course it starts battles with 50% mana. Now, along with that, if you want to in the upgrades, you can actually go in right here for the talents and switch this around to whatever you prefer. Right now, I'm using Tactician right there, as well as Anti-Magic Sphere, and Rock Solid, and of course, I'm using Stone Mastery. Those are the talents I have set. After I have it set to, I have it leveled, I should say, to level 100, I'm going to be setting Fortitude consistently on this class. Now, the main mana generator to start things off is Leprechaun, of course. Nothing is blocking Leprechaun, so you're going to find that many times after you cast Leprechaun, Leprechaun gets right back up, and you can cast him again because he's unblocked with the 3 troops that are in front of it. The banner that I'm using here is the Burning Banner. This banner is a Warbands banner. It's from the, you can get this by using your war coins or your warbands. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's a pretty cool setup right here. So we're going to be using this, of course, in Wild Plains, particularly because of this troop right here, Storm Chaser. He has a red storm at the start of battle, which is a firestorm. So it's pretty good to use in Wild Plains. You can use it in other kingdoms, but preferably you want to use it where there isn't other troops with storms. Maybe Swords Edge, possibly, but preferably in Wild Plains because of this troop right here. Yeah, let's hop right in and see how this fight actually works out. So if we see 4+ gem matches on the board, we want to take them, of course. Then we want to cast our Leprechaun, get our Flammifer powered up. Just like that, we got both troops powered up here. Let's cast this, get a kill, cast that one, kill them off again. So it's a pretty cool team. It's a very good use of those 2 Rubirath boss dragon troops. Now we're into an additional battle here. Let's match these 4+ gem matches. Let's take them off the board. Let's cast our Leprechaun. Very good. Now see if we get an extra turn. No, we didn't, and we killed. And there we go. Because you're putting more red gems on the board, you're matching more red gems, many times your Ruby Rats are going to be more powerful than when you first cast your Leprechaun, than when you first started the battle. So that's why this is a very good setup. Now let's cast this again. Let's see if we get our weapon powered up. Yes, we did. There we go. We got one Rubirath powered up, and we got both of them just now. Very nice. Killed one. There you go. We killed the rest. And this is Explore 10. It's going pretty fast. At times, you can find that Gorgon, I think that's his name, right? There he is on the top. This troop right here has a 50% start, so he can get spell ready and rotate your team. If indeed that happens, all you do, you match the gems and you get your dragons powered up, and you cast it. That's all you need to do. You don't have to really worry about anything else. And there you go. Didn't get powered up. As you can see, Gorgon is pretty close. And as I said, just as I said, it happened. So you never know. Maybe the AI is like listening to me, like, watch how I'm gonna mess up his team right now. Let's match that down. And all you do, you just get your dragons powered up, and it will work. All right, let's kill that one, and let's kill the rest. And the more red gems you match, the more the more strong, the more powerful your troops are gonna be. Yeah, we're at the mini boss fight. That's cool. This went pretty fast. Let's check the board for 4+ gem matches. No, we don't have any. There we go. We got a lot of cascading red on the board. And we got both our dragons powered up. Now let's cast this one, kill him, and we got an extra turn. We got 2 extra turns. Good. They're all dead. And yeah, that is it. Let's move on to the mythic boss fight. Now the only difference here in this battle is that the Lord of Slaughter is gonna have his storm going at times, so it's one of the problems that you might encounter. That's why for sometimes I decide to run this team in Sword's Edge. It's a kingdom in which you won't have any problems. Now let's go ahead and match this red. There we go. We have the Geomancer class, so we're not worried about getting skull hit. There you go. And now let's match a skull. Very good. Yeah, and that's basically it right. There's a pretty good use of the double dragons. Let's see what's inside the chest. Just an Orpheus and a guard. Nothing great. But yeah, that is the team, guys. Hopefully you guys found this informative and you actually like this team. Let's go back over it. So Flammifer up front, creating red gems, 10 as a matter of fact, and dealing 54 damage boosted by the gems it created. There we have the boss dragons, Rubirath. Not the hardest thing to get. Of course, if you haven't, I'm going to be putting out videos on other duplicate dragon teams. So keep a lookout. Turn your notifications on to get notified. And of course, there is Leprechaun at the bottom. So yeah, guys, if you found this informative, hit that like button, comment, share the video, share the channel as well. Let everyone know that if you want to find good teams, interesting teams, send them over to Chris Purposes YouTube channel. All right, guys, catch you next one. Peace.